Well, earlier, if you watched my video called Major Update, I mentioned shithouse reviews. But I'm going to change it to shithouse reactions. So let's do that. Let's react to a shithouse.
Afternoon, everybody.
Afternoon, shithouse.
I am looking a bit rough, to be fair.
I've seen you look worse.
I don't know what it is. I think I'm just getting like
Please don't say you're getting a virus or something.
chest infection. Stop.
I don't know what it is. I think I'm getting a chest infection. You're on a come down. Don't lie. Why say anything? Why, invent you getting a chest infection? Just say nothing. Don't even mention you look rough. But to come on and in the first 13 seconds just blatantly lie and pretend you're getting a chest infection because you're on a come down. You've got a whiz cold. Well, I'm not even going to fucking comment. Let's carry on.
I was doing now. I just feel a bit, just a bit crappy. So, a couple of them have picked up on my opinions.
Are we talking about? Let's have a look at the headlines. Are these two for real at Hedgehog, man?
Of certain individuals. Listen. Your opinions. Whether I agree with it or I don't, or you agree with me or you don't, doesn't really matter, does it? Because it certainly won't change my opinion.
Fair enough.
And I'm not going to start having a go at narrative, but I find it funny that it is actually people like narrative who himself was stuck on that gear, right? Or whatever he was.
So it's talking about narrative being on smack. I've obviously had a back and forth I need to catch up on.
It's always them type of people who start saying, oh, it's not, they blame everything else but themselves. That's exactly what they do. Blame everything else. Oh, what if they went to jail and they've got it to get through it and all that?
Now, some drug users will blame themselves and some will blame the world. That's life, isn't it? There's different kind of people. Some accept it's their fault. Some accept it's by circumstance, and some just blatantly fucking are delusional and blame everybody else. Sheriff, you blame other people sometimes for how you are because you're arrogant. You're like, oh, I only said that because he said that. Do you know?
Right. You, in your own admittance narrative, you used to hang about around the shops when you were a young adult and stuff like that, right?
Did we all not hang around shops when we were young adults?
Do you know what I mean? What about the times, right? For instance, me, because I'm talking, because it's my video, right? The shit I've been through in my life, right? By the way, I was in the army when I was when you were talking about shops, stuff like that. There's a hell of a lot happened to me, right?
You've just said you was in the army, which we know you was, but it's not that long ago. You made a video saying when you was in the army, you did nothing apart from sit in the barracks or whatever it's called. So don't come out with the I'm a army hero speech now, when by your video, you did nothing when you was in the army.
Never ever chose.
But fair play for going in the first place. I'll give you that, respect for that. Because when you went in, you didn't know you was going to do fuck all, did you? You could have been posted and you still went in. So fair play. But don't come out with bullshit now like, oh, I was in the army. You don't need to mention shit like that, mate.
To do that, you know, everybody knows, right, that what heroin does, you know, if you start taking heroin, that's what's going to happen to you. You see them in the street constantly. There's more and more of them all the time now.
You do know that as well. You do know that. If you've got mental capacity. Some people don't have mental capacity, and that's how they end up on it. But a man with mental capacity, or a woman, does know what they will turn into if we get under the smack. And that is true.
I'm not about fentanyl and all. I don't even know about that. To be honest, I don't even know if we even get stuff like that.
Has he gone on +2 speech or has his bomb kicked in?
Up my way, I don't know.
Again, he's got the chuddy in gob, hasn't he? So I think his bomb's kicked in. By the way, people call him the sniffing sheriff. That's bullshit, mate. He's not got the money for that. He's a speed freak. If you look at his face, he don't look that fat in the face, but his body's proper fat. That's because when you're on whiz, mate, you can't eat for days and then you eat everything. But it don't process through your body correctly. So it all goes on your gut. The weight doesn't spread because it's an unnatural way to do things. You'll eat loads, then you'll fucking shit loads. Then you'll just feel shit. You'll get a cold like he's got a whiz cold. Then when you start coming round again, you'll think, oh, actually, I feel a bit better now. I might have some whiz. And there you go, it starts again. He's not the sniffing sheriff, mate. He's the bomb fucking swallowing speed freak. A bomb's a bit of whiz, by the way, for those that don't know.
I wouldn't know. I've never heard anybody mention it, to be fair. I know it's a big thing in America, but I don't know. I couldn't tell you. But again, it's a massive choice. My choice was drink, right? Because I knew, personally, that drink is not anywhere near as bad as the smack. Right? You don't...
That's subjective because drink can give you a very long, drawn-out death. Just like smack can, but usually smack will kill you faster than drink. Drink's very evil. And the fact you can buy it over the counter in any basic shop maybe makes it a little more dangerous than smack. Because people that don't know smack dealers can't get a smack. But we can always go to a shop and buy a drink. You shouldn't. This is like trying to say two wrongs make a right, you know. It's not working, mate.
See. Right, you don't see as many people robbing people and stuff like that because they want a can of lager. But you see a hell of a lot of people rob people because they need the next fix, right? I knew all this. It's the reason, and like I said, I have got an addictive personality, so that's the reason I wouldn't even touch that stuff in the first place because I know how I would end up on that stuff. So it's a choice. So it's only people like yourself and other people, right? Like that stun gun twat, right? Who are just making excuses like, oh, something happened to me, this, that, and no. Do you know what I mean? There's people out there. There you go, there's people out there a lot worse off than what you've been through.
Sometimes it's not about excuses. Sometimes people do generally need escapism. You can't say there's people worse off than you because if I was at the dentist tomorrow to have a tooth out, I'm petrified of dentists, and somebody said he's worse off than you, he's just had his leg cut off, I won't give a fuck. It wouldn't make me feel any better about me having a tooth out. So that whole, there's people worse off than you, it don't always work, does it, realistically? Imagine if you got nailed to a wall now. Do you know, nailed straight through your hand, straight into the wall. But somebody said there's somebody worse off than you. Would that make the pain any less that you was feeling nailed to that wall? No.
They haven't turned to that. Do you know what I mean? It's an excuse, right? You do it in the first place because you want to do it. Do you know what I mean? It's as simple as that, right? It just is.
This video's 10 minutes. I can't. I can't.
It's your choice to do it. So, but again, it's always use addicts or ex-addicts who you always have to try to blame something else. Do you know what I mean?
But you're an addict too, on the fat and the drink.
Yes, bad things happen to people. Bad things happen to everybody, right? But people make a choice of how to deal with that. Listen,
Listen.
I'm no angel. I hit the drink. I still do it now. I hit the drink. If I'm feeling low or something bad happens to me, or if someone passes in my family pass away.
So you hit the drink when family pass away. So what if 500 people died in last year then in your family? Just saying. Just a question.
A close friend. I hit the drink, which is no good.
No, I'm going to have to stop. This div doesn't think anything through what he's saying. He's an arse licker. He's a lackey. I can't react to no more of him. No, I can't. Everything he says, he contradicts himself. Just be genuine. Why can't people be genuine?